In parts 1 and 2 of the show coverage, we looked at some beautiful long rifles and some great accoutrements. But there's plenty more to see, so let's get back into the show. Here's a copy of Louis Wetzel's rifle made by Brad and Shane Emig, and I'll be doing a profile on Brad Emig from Muzzleloader magazine, which you'll be able to see in 2020, so it'll be a while from now, but does beautiful work. Alright, I'm over with Brad Emig, and he's got a recreation of one of Louis Wetzel's rifles. And of course, I know a lot of guys like me are really interested in Louis Wetzel, so let's hear the story behind this rifle.
Well, this is sort of an interesting piece. It's based on a sole surviving example that is shown in Rifles of Colonial America. It's an early Redding rifle, and that leads us into the story with the original when we had it in the shop to do some restoration work on it. The story goes, Louis Wetzel was a personal friend of a minister who lived in Redding at the time when Wetzel was there. And the minister's journal still exists, and in his journal he made a note that his friend Wetzel carries a long-barreled Redding rifle. Now the original that we copied for this is the longest barreled Redding rifle known to have survived at around 51 inches in length of the barrel. So the owners of the original through the years have always just referred to the gun as the Wetzel rifle because of the notation in the journal. There's no direct link to Wetzel, but it is the same time period that he was active. And so it always made an interesting story, and that's part of the folklore of the whole situation. The gun is unique in the fact that it's a sole surviving example by the maker. It came out of eastern Pennsylvania in the Redding area, where there's a lot of French influence into the work in that time period. So you'd see a lot of the French characteristics in a gun that normally would be heavily Germanic in construction. So this gun is a bench copy, which means that we measured in the original gun right down to the last detail. It's a wrought iron barrel that's 51 inches long with the exact same breached dimension, tapering and flaring and so forth. It's a 52 caliber with a hand rifle barrel with radius groove rifling. All of the brass mounts are individually handmade just for this project, as is the iron parts that are all made out of 18th century wrought iron as well.
So what year would the original rifle have been made?
We're speculating this was somewhere in the 1760s to 1770s time period.
That's a beautiful gun. Well, I know a lot of you guys think I don't do enough with Hawken rifles. So here are some beautiful Hawkens made by Richard Wessenberg. Well, I'm here at the Honorable Company of Horners table, and as you can imagine, there are some beautiful horns to be seen here.
Well, the other thing, like I want, if I want to,
of course, it probably was not something an owner.
So I'm here at Mike Miller's table, and Mike is one of the iconic gun makers of contemporary long rifle culture. And he's built a gun for his daughter, and it's pretty sharp. I'd like you to take a look at this. Mike, why don't you tell us about this rifle?
When my daughter was 6 years old, she started coming over to my shop, and she was drawing little pictures in books and stuff. She would look at my reference books, and then she would draw features out of those books in a tablet. And so what I did was I took a lot of the features that she drew and put them into a little rifle for her. It's got a 31-inch barrel. It's a 3/4 inch straight barrel, and it's 40 caliber. That way it doesn't weigh much. And it's based on some of the Winchester, Virginia style rifles of about the 1800s. And she got it for Christmas when she was 7 years old. And she took it through the woods. She slept with it outside. She shot it in woods walks with adult men, beat many of them, and had a really good time with it till she was about 11, and then she outgrew it.
That's beautiful. Thanks. And this is her new rifle, right?
This is my daughter's adult rifle. She waited until Christmas before she graduated college, and she said, "Hey Dad, are you ever going to build me another rifle?" And I said, "Well, yeah, but I can keep you in college or I can build you a gun." And she said, "Well, I graduate in May." So a really good customer and friend, and I purchased a big piece of wood, and I told him I could get at least 2 guns off of it, and he said, "Well, make one of them your daughter's." And so this excellent piece of perfect curly maple wood is the result of that, and she got it when she graduated.
That is beautiful. That's a beautiful piece of wood and a beautiful rifle. You got a lucky daughter there, Mike.
Yeah, and she deserves it.
That's what you like to hear. Now, this is a great display of the Rocky Mountain Fur Trade Trappers equipment. And the display is called In Relentless Pursuit. We've got a beaver pelt and hat, shirt, neckerchief, and jacket. Trade rifle with a rawhide patch on the wrist to repair. Traps, plain style moccasins and bullet molds. Butcher knife. Leggings. Buffalo hide covered saddle. Buffalo horn, powder horn, shot pouch. Everything the well-equipped Rocky Mountain trapper would have needed in the 1820s and 1830s. Well, we have seen a lot of beautiful objects at the CLA show, but there's a lot more to see. So I hope you'll stay tuned and watch for future updates, because there is quite a bit more show to show you.